What's going on YouTube? Cloud Envy here. You may not recognize me anymore because it's been, well, quite a while. But I got some free time. So we're back and we are going to be catching up on NPL and TBU stuff, but this is not a TBU video, so you are going to hold the fuck up. We are catching up on some NPL stuff, but first and foremost, we are going to do our week 13. I know I'm behind on Danza and Carney. They will be coming. We're going to put them in one mashup video coming to you. I don't know what day it is. Soon. It'll be soon. But this week, we are going to do a little bit more of an in-depth team builder just because some people want to see the team builder. Some people don't want to see the team builder. We're going to do a little bit of team builder. A little bit of a team builder. And then the battle. I will give you a timestamp. Those of you who are like me and don't give a fuck about the team builder, you can click on the timestamp, jump to the battle, get to the action. Everyone's happy. Okay. So, week 13, we are playing Moxie and Fernip, and oh man, this team was death. I just want to go on record here. This week was horrible week. I kept sitting down to prep, and then something would come up. I'd have to do homework. I'd have to go to class. I'd have to go to work. I'd have to eat dinner. Everything. There were a couple times where I'd start to prep and just fall asleep. So, we had scheduled to battle on Saturday. And I thought to myself, okay, I'll wake up early on Saturday. I'm used to waking up early anyway. Get my prep done, and then we'll battle. Don't you know I got called into work on Saturday? So, I get off work, and I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I was so fed up. I was so done. So, you know what? We're just going to put something like really hyper offensive together. If we don't make it, we don't make it. At least we got some kills. If we win, good for us. But I don't have time right now. And I want to get this done. So we went the most hyper offensive team possible for this guy. Now, there's a chance that I might not put his team on here because you might not be able to see it or something. I don't know. I didn't actually size the dimensions to fit it. I'm not smart like that. But if I figure out that I can fit it, I'll put it on there. Regardless, this man's got Greninja, Victini, Nidoqueen, Mega Gallade, Salamence, Bisharp, Mimikyu, Ditto, Electivire, Pelipper, Aerodactyl, and Leavanny. Now, there is a lot of different combinations he could be bringing for us. I expect Victini either which way. If he brings Leavanny, probably Banded. If he doesn't bring Leavanny, probably Scarfed. Either way, I don't see a reason for Leavanny not to come. Webs would be beautiful for him, but at the same time, I've got a couple mons who don't really care about the webs, you know. But not really. And anyway, Electivire also because I have a devastating electric weakness. Not even weakness, just lack of resistance, I should say. Plus, you know, Ice Punch because we have a Flygon who screams, "Hit me with an ice attack! Hit me with an ice attack!" Oh! I don't like Flygon. I really don't like that thing. I don't know why I picked it up. I don't know why I keep trying to use it. Pelipper's coming. Pelipper's got to come. It's Big Butt Bird, Toilet Bird, you know. That D, though. Salamence as well, because if he gets a D-Dance up, and I, A, don't have a Scarf from Flygon, B, Fatmans can take out... Fatmans can kind of deal with Mega Beedrill. Just as well. Something else. C? I think I'm on C? Yeah. Back into A. Dragon Dance kind of messes me up a little bit. Especially if he can out D-Dance my Flygon. Mega Gallade, sub SD, I'm done. Same with Mimikyu. SD, I'm done. I have, like, no fairy resists. And the mons I have that resist fairy can easily be taken out by, like, Victini. So, Victini comes in, knocks out my fairy resist mons, and then Mimikyu just runs train on me. Even Mega Beedrill. Like, oh, I have 145 base speed. Oh, I have +4 Shadow Sneak. Feel free to just pretend that did not happen. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Bear with me. Anyway, I'm expecting Victini. I'm expecting Mega Gallade, Salamence, maybe Bisharp, Mimikyu, Electivire, Pelipper, Leavanny. Any order of those things. So what we did was, again, I just wanted to hit stuff. So enter our first mon. We have Taros, the Tauros. Now I thought to myself, what can I do to really throw this guy off? So I bring in Tauros. What's he switching? What's he gonna bring in to resist this Tauros? Well, I thought, he could bring in Pelipper, expecting an EQ depending. He could bring in Salamence, expecting an EQ depending. He could bring in Bisharp, expecting normal attack. Aerodactyl, expecting normal attack. I was like, oh, let's go Special Tauros. That'll be so much fun. So we've got Taros, the Tauros with the Life Orb, Rock and the Sheer Force. And we went Special. More of a little bit of mix, like 75% Special, 25% Physical. We got Ice Beam, T-Bolt, Fire Blast, and Rock Climb with 60 attack investment, 196 in special attack investment with a nice rash nature, might I add. And 252 speed. 252 speed because I didn't really have time to calc. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. A lot of these sets, I kind of just threw the remainder into speed to try to speed creep because, again, I got off work. And it was like, okay, well, I gotta build the rest of my team now so we can have this battle. But again, we did calc this to a point where Ice Beam 100% KOs a Salamence. T-Bolt 100% KOs a Pelipper after rocks. Fire Blast does very heavy damage to Bisharp after rocks. I don't think I could calc it to kill. And Rock Climb is really just here to be able to hit Victini. I feel like I over-prepped for Victini here. I really feel like I over-prepped for it. Again, T-Bolt, Ice Beam hit Aerodactyl. And we really can't touch Mimikyu. So, because for some reason Tauros can't learn Shadow Ball. Which completely makes sense. Except for the fact that every other normal type can learn Shadow Ball. Come on. What are you doing, Game Freak? Come on. What are you doing? So that's Taros. He's a cool guy. Taros and Tauros. We're moving on to my boy Stabby here. Stabby is, again, if I see Victini without Leavanny, I'm expecting Scarf Victini. I saw no reason. I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, so we're speed creeping in max speed. Timid Greninja. just gonna ignore all of the last statement. We're speed creeping max speed Timid Greninja. We've got Poison Jab for the stab. We've got Drill Run to hit the Bisharp. Drill Run to hit the Bisharp. Yeah. Oh, and Nidoqueen. U-turn for the pivot because why not? And Toxic because I forget. Oh, because I figure if Mega Beedrill's in, he could go into Pelipper. If he wants to bring bulky ass Aerodactyl, which in this matchup I would not be surprised for him to bring. I could predict one of those two switches, drop a hard, especially Pelipper, drop a Toxic on it, and then pivot out into something that could. I don't have a switch in for anything on this team. This team does not have switch ins. Tauros wasn't even the first mon, it was the sixth one. I don't know what I'm doing. But this team doesn't have any switch ins. Again, we're playing very hyper offensive this week. But we got 48 HP investment, just leftover stuff. 252 max attack, adamant attack. Yes. And 208 in speed, again, speed creeping, max speed, Timid Greninja. Stabby's pretty much, it's Stabby. It's gonna stab stuff. It's gonna give you the whole, it's gonna give you the tip. Oh man, I should have nicknamed it that. Give him the tip. I'm filthy. Okay, we got sunglasses coming up. We got this nice Flygon build. I have been playing around with Flygons. This is the first set I came up with, I think, a couple days before the battle. Back when I first started prepping. But I figure, you know what? I want to win the D-Dance race. I want to win the D-Dance race. I also want to fake a Scarf. So we are speed creeping. We're naturally outspeeding a very decent portion of his team because luckily a lot of his team is pretty slow. So we are outspeeding a pretty good amount of mons that we could possibly set up on. We do have an expert belt, so we can maximize our attacks considering we Thunder Punch, Earthquake, Dragon Claw hits a lot of his mons really hard. The mons that aren't hit super effectively take a lot of damage at +1. Again, we don't have much for Mimikyu here, but that's what Beedrill's for. Even if it has Disguise, we'll just pew pew, you turn out of there. Right to this guys, do something, sack him on. I don't care. But we do have extra belt. Again, I want to pick the scarf. We're faster than a lot of his team. I want to be able to set up on something slower, maybe something that he thinks, oh, well, this thing's scarf, I'm going to switch out, you know, over predicting. But I want to set up a D-Dance so we can start wreaking havoc. Don't mind me, just thirsty. But sunglasses, you know, we got 48. Actually, we have the same exact set with Beedrill. That's a little weird. I think I might have messed up. But either way, that's Flygon. Kind of speaks for itself there. Next up, we've got Red Hood, the Sneasel. Now, Red Hood is, again, it's a Sneasel. Like, we have Life Orb. We have Max Attack Adamant. We are running Max Speed. We have Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Knockoff, and Brick Break. The only reason Brick Break's there is because I'm scared of that Bisharp. I really don't have a lot on my squad that can hit Bisharp, especially if it's Shuka. Because Beedrill, Drill Run, oh man, look, it survived. Now Beedrill's dead. Same with Flygon. Oh man, it survived. Flygon already took chip damage, now it's dead. I don't want that to happen, man. You know, Sneasel's here. Sneasel's gonna do some stuff. It's really just to, A, possibly put down his elements after it's D-Danced up. B, if Victini is banded, I want to just give it a quick pop. Yeah, Caesar really doesn't have much else. Again, put down Aerodactyl if it comes. Yeah, it hits stuff hard. It's a Sneasel. What are you gonna do? Okay, Flower Mama. Now this set made me really happy. This was the last mon I built, to be honest. This is the mon that it came time to battle. We're running out of time, and I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna throw this together. This is it. We have a Choice Specs Florges with 28 attack investment, 4 defense investment, max special attack modest, and 224 in speed, just in case he wants to run a max speed, I guess timid something plus speed Nidoqueen. We're outspeeding Nidoqueen, yeah. Because honestly, if he is bringing a fast defensive Nidoqueen, we can OHKO it with a Psychic easily. He also has no real switch in for a Moonblast once Nidoqueen drops, like actually at all. He has nothing that wants to take a Moonblast in this thing except for Victini, which at that point, like, I want Victini to be swapped in. I want it to be eating chip damage because I want that thing dead. Like, banded or scarfed, one of those two is coming, and they're both fucking scary. So, that's actually why we have Hidden Power Ground, because of Victini. Also, this thing has no moves. Like, I had Moonblast, Psychic, and then it was like Energy Ball, so Hidden Power Ground was just the best option for me to run, as well as we got Synthesis. I mean, that's cool, right? Switch it in, take some chip damage, heal back up, switch back out into something that I don't have for a switch in because this team doesn't have a single defensive mon on it. Like, for real, like 4 defense investment, none. I don't have a switch in for anything. Mons are just here to die, and I have to predict really well. Oh, we do have one defensive mon in Bruce. Nope. There we go, in Bruce Willis. But is it really defensive though with that Custop? Well, we're rocking a sturdy Fortress, rocking the Custop Berry. I am so happy that we voted to keep that item here. Because it does not exist in 7th Gen, and it really, really should. I love Fortress, especially Custop Fortress. But we've got Stealth Rock, we've got Explosion, Volt Switch, and Spikes. The whole purpose of this is I want to set up rocks. His team doesn't want rocks. My team wants rocks to be on his field. So we're going to set rocks up. If we take damage, that's cool. We get the fuck out. If we don't take damage, we set up spikes. We do this until we hit our sturdy, we switch on out, and then something happens. But basically, I want Fortress to explode on either Greninja or Victini. Or Salamence if it de-denses up. This thing is here to be a 1-for-1. I want it to 1-for-1. That's its entire purpose here. Set up some hazards, and go boom. Literally the only reason Fortress is here. We gave it a lot of defense, because I didn't... Realistically, I probably should have put some in attack. That, I mean, more than 8, so... It's whatever, but... Anyway, guys, that is a team build. I've been talking about this team for 15 minutes. I get carried away. I get carried away. My phone just went off. I'm gonna throw that thing. There we go. No more of that. But stay tuned because I'm gonna be right back with the battle. Look, I'm back. I did it. Everything's cool. Everything's good. This is the battle against Moxie. As you can see his name right over in that corner with the little 5. So, as you can see, we were kind of on point with what he was bringing. He did bring the Victini, no Levani, which forced me to assume most likely Scarf. Pelipper, Bulk, Greninja, probably gonna be hitting me hard. Mega Gallade, I don't fucking know. That thing does a lot of stuff. I'm expecting potential sub SD set because it's like my squad. You set up a sub, set up an SD. I probably lose from there. He really just needs Shadow Sneak and a fighting attack. Really upsetting, to be honest. Salamence, I can't tell if Fatments or D-Dance Moxie and Nidoqueen, considering the rest of his team, probably Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spikes 3 attacks, offensive, I am forced to assume. But we're going to get this rolling. Music is off because I really don't like the music. We're going to play this normal speed. So, he's going to lead off with Queen Jolt and Nidoqueen as we go into Fortress, and I feel like this is perfect. He's going to switch on out as, well, this is going too fast. I don't like this. Let's go slowly. He switches on out into Pelipper. I wasn't sure if he was going to try to set up himself, which would be good bad. I don't have hazard removal on this team. Fortress doesn't have Rapid Spin. But he doesn't know that. So, if he has Toxic Spike, we have Beedrill. I figured my best bet was just to go for Rocks, but he went and switched into the Pelipper, which is cool with me because I don't even like this thing. So, we are going to predict a Defog there. Honestly, I'm really surprised he didn't go for the Defog. I guess maybe he expected me to go all out and go Spikes as well. But this actually just helps me. It puts us in Custop range. As we go for a Volt Switch, hit that beautiful crit, bring this Pelipper down to 24% with a Volt Switch from a Fortress. I actually checked the levels to make sure, like, is he 50? Like, that was crazy. We are going to go into Beedrill. I feel like my best bet is just to go for the U-turn. No, I went for Poison Jab. I don't know why I did. We're going to Mega Evolve here, and we're just going to go for that Poison Jab. Oh, that's right, because there's no reason not to go for Poison Jab. Nidoqueen comes in. Now, I thought about it. I really thought about it. I had my finger on Drill Run. I was like, I should just do it. But I calced it, and if he's defensive, it would not have killed. Like, yeah, I needed a 100% max roll for it to kill a defensive Nidoqueen. So instead, I decided just to U-turn out. It's like worst case scenario. Whatever. But I feel like the EQ is low. EQ is obvious. We go into Sunglasses, just kind of eat that up. Just watch the ground shake, just flapping away. Now I'm, again, I didn't know what to do. So I thought to myself, okay, he stayed in against Beedrill, which means he's probably shook up. Which means if he shook up, at his range of health, we'll still kill it with an EQ. However, he could predict me to go for a D-Dance and just plus off of a predicted Ice Beam. And I waited out, and I waited out, and I waited out. And I figure, okay, well, worst case scenario, we go for the EQ. If he switches into Mence, Mence eats rock damage anyway, and then we can figure out whether it's Moxie or Intimidate. Really, if he switches into anything that eats rock damage, like, half his team is weak to rock, and he would be eating a lot of damage. I felt like his best play was to either just let Nidoqueen die, or possibly sack off Pelipper, maybe go into Gallade if it's bulky, but either way, there was no reason to not click EQ here. So he does eat up that Shookberry, and Nidoqueen goes right down. So Flygon, good job. Still don't much like you, but you did good, pig. You did good. So this Gallade's coming in, the Wind Waker. He's gonna Mega Evolve up. I didn't know what he was going to. I predicted a sub So he just kind of just poison jab. And we're gonna go for an EQ here just to try to break the potential sub. We went for a Dragon Dance. We went for a Dragon Dance because I thought he'd probably try to. He didn't go for sub, which made me think, oh, he may have Wish or obvious Drain Punch. So we go for a D Dance. He's gonna get out of there. He knows that Galley's not gonna live that. And I just decide, let's just go for the EQ. Let's do it. Let's just EQ it up. But he does go into Mence, revealing that he is an Intimidate. Well, Intimidate Mence. Gonna drop our attack a little bit. Not really bothered by it. We still have the speed buff. And he does sack off Pelipper here, as we are gonna just wow that Dragon Claw right to a Toilet Bird's face. So far so good. We were looking at 6-on-4. Flygon got 2 kills under his belt. Victini comes out, and I'm staring at the screen like, okay, you know what? I could switch Flygon out, but at this range of health, it's really not that useful to me anymore. Greninja outspeeds. If you put in Victini against something has Earthquake, it's Scarfed. Salamence, if it's D-Dance variant, it's going to outspeed. Gallade, probably going to outspeed. I saw no reason to switch. This is where we see if this Victini is Scarfed or not. We're +1 and we're not max speed. So he does reveal that he is Scarfed. Locks himself into Zen Headbutt, which I'm completely okay with, because we're going to go straight into Red Hood. It just depends on what he predicts, because my best bet was just to go for an Ice Crash here, because I don't think making Galley gets justified. Could have been wrong there. Either way, we go for the Ice Crash, and my brain died for a second because I forgot that water attacks get buffed in the rain because I'm stupid, apparently. What? So we're gonna go into Stabby. Basically here, something has to die. There's nothing wants to take a U-turn, especially with Rock's damage. So he's gonna let Greninja drop there, give himself the priority on what he wants to bring in, which was not a bad idea at all. We're gonna go into Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis, the unbreakable fortress. I flip-flopped that. He brings in Mega Gallade, as, again, I predicted sub because I'm a fortress. What am I going to do? Except Stop Explode! But he lives. He lives it. 4%. I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, that thing lived. He's got some kind of investment. But he goes for a bulk up here, which was honestly a really good play. If I hadn't exploded, that probably would have been game. Actually, probably would have been game. He did reveal Poison Jab. But Stabby comes in. We're just going to U-turn again. I'm 100%. I'm very aware that I'm giving him priority, but I also don't want him to bring in Scarf Victini. I want him to have to save it for my combined squad. So we're gonna go into Tauros, just because it's gonna bait in the Salamence. He goes for the EQ. Doesn't do nearly as much as I expected to, as we fire off this Ice Beam, which is gonna knock it nice and out. That's not a term. That's not even a phrase. What am I doing with my life? But the special weapon Victini comes in 51% health, and Tauros has to die. And I see him use Flare Blitz, and my heart drops, and I was like, oh my god, I might lose here, but also there's a chance we could draw. So Flower Mama's coming on out, and as soon as I sent in Florges, I instantly regretted not making it defensive at all. I was like, oh my god, bringing offensive fast Florges is going to lose me the game. But we managed to live on, oh no, don't do that. We managed to live on 18%, and then that HP ground just straight up comes through. Victini drops, and we have gotten our first win since week 4. Oh my god, and it's a 2-0, so we did better. I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? There ain't nothing wrong there. But Moxie, dude, that game was so much fun. That whole 18, it was 18 turns, man. 18 turns. That was a wild ride. I had a lot of fun with that battle. Again, oh lord, if that was a banded Victini, or if we hadn't brought a special Tauros, that would have been awful for us. Awful. Again, if we hadn't packed Explosion on Custap Fortress, That would have been awful for us because bulk up Gallade would have just ran through my team. But hey, Moxie, again, great game, my friend. Great game. That was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see your side of it. But everyone else, make sure to stay tuned because we are going to be putting up the Carney match and the Danza match. But trust me, you want to see those. Those are like really good games. I suck at time management. That's all I can say for myself here. But they're coming. They're coming. But until then, guys, I will see you later. Stay frosty.